Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Adam, who always knows how to stir up a stir and create tension, is planning more daringly than ever to bring Chelsea Lawson and her son Connor Newman back to Newman Ranch. This time, Adam's determination is not only limited to the desire to reunite the family but also a calculated game where he takes advantage of every opportunity, including the guilt of those around him, to achieve his goal. A bold move, taking advantage of guilt. Adam knows that Chelsea is still hesitant about the idea of moving to Newman Ranch. This is not only a decision about where to live but also about facing the complicated past of the Newman family, a place where Chelsea has witnessed many conflicts and intrigues. However, Adam has proven that he is a master at using other people's emotions as a weapon. The guilt of Anita, Chelsea's mother, becomes a key card in Adam's plan. Anita, who is deeply remorseful for her past mistakes, often tries to make amends with Chelsea and Connor in sometimes extreme ways. Adam quickly recognizes this weakness and is not afraid to exploit it. He suggests that moving to Newman Ranch will provide the best environment for Connor to heal from his wounds, while also giving Chelsea the opportunity to start a new chapter in her life. Emotional card, for Connor's future. Chelsea's greatest weakness is her love and concern for her son Connor. Adam cleverly argues that living at Newman Ranch will not only provide stability but also help Connor feel loved and reunited with his family, something that any mother would find hard to refuse. However, not everything is going smoothly. Chelsea begins to question whether Adam's motives are truly out of Connor's best interests, or if this is just another attempt to control her life. Meanwhile, Adam keeps insisting that Newman Ranch will be the perfect place for Connor to grow and heal, a promise that makes Chelsea increasingly waver. Chelsea and Victoria's unexpected encounter. While Adam is busy with his plans, an unexpected event occurs. Chelsea and Victoria Newman have a rare encounter. This is not the first time the two have faced each other, but this time, the tension between them is significantly reduced when they realize they have more in common than they thought. Victoria, who has also experienced family trauma and conflict, seems to understand the pressures Chelsea is facing. The two women, who have been rivals in many situations, unexpectedly find common ground when sharing about the sacrifices they have made for their children and families. This conversation not only helps Chelsea feel relieved, but also makes her realize that, while living at Newman Ranch may not be perfect, it can bring new opportunities to rebuild her life. Is Chadam really sustainable at Newman Ranch? Adam, as usual, is doing everything he can to achieve his goals, and it seems like his plan is going well. Early signs suggest that Chelsea and Connor will likely move to Newman Ranch, opening a new chapter for the Chadam family. However, the big question is whether this is really the right decision. Newman Ranch is not a peaceful place. It is the center of family intrigue, where anyone can become a victim of intrigue and power struggles. Chelsea worries that living here will drag her back into the never-ending cycle of stress that she has tried to escape. In addition, the relationship between Adam and Chelsea is inherently complicated. Past hurts, differences in life views, and Adam's frequent use of tricks make Chelsea worry that moving to Newman Ranch will erode the independence she has worked so hard to build. Will the family heal, or will the rift deepen? While Adam hopes that moving to Newman Ranch will bring unity and healing to the family, it also poses great challenges. Will Connor truly find peace, or will he be drawn into the family conflicts his parents are trying to avoid? Chelsea, once again, faces a familiar question: can she trust Adam? Adam's boldness and determination can sometimes be a driving force, but it can also be a double-edged sword, putting their relationship in jeopardy. Chelsea's decision will shape the future of the Chadam family. If she chooses to move to Newman Ranch, it could be a chance to rebuild what was lost, or tear it all apart. The future remains uncertain, but one thing is certain: Adam Newman will stop at nothing to get what he wants, no matter the consequences. On The Young and the Restless, Chelsea Lawson is facing one of the most important decisions of her life, moving to the Newman Ranch with Adam Newman and his son Connor Newman. The situation has Chelsea pondering whether she can put aside her mixed feelings to make the best choice for her son, or will she suffer the consequences of living with Adam? Overlapping relationships, Chelsea and Victoria Newman. On Tuesday's episode, Chelsea and Victoria Newman unexpectedly found common ground, something that's hard to come by in the tense Genoa city landscape. They both have romantic histories with Billy Abbott, and they both share a special bond with Johnny Abbott, Victoria's son, who also has a connection to Chelsea. Surprisingly, despite their personal differences and past conflicts, the two seem to have a frank and constructive conversation. Chelsea, with mixed emotions in her heart, not only thinks about her relationship with Adam but also considers Connor's future. Meanwhile, Victoria, who faced Claire Newman's mental challenges when she first moved to Genoa City, uses her experience to share a more realistic and sympathetic perspective with Chelsea. Connor Newman and the burden on Chelsea's shoulders. Connor Newman, with the trauma he has gone through, is at the center of every decision Chelsea makes. His mental health is becoming a top priority for both Adam and Chelsea, which puts even more pressure on Chelsea to choose a path forward. Adam, as usual, approaches the issue with fierce determination. He believes that Newman Ranch is the best place for the family to reunite and Connor can find psychological and emotional stability. Adam emphasizes that not only the boy but the whole family needs to reunite to heal the wounds of the past. But Chelsea can't ignore the fact that, while Adam talks about healing and reunion, he often uses pressure tactics to get what he wants. This makes Chelsea worry that moving to Newman Ranch will push her into a situation where she loses control, where Adam can dictate every aspect of her life. In her conversation with Victoria, Chelsea gets a chance to express her innermost thoughts. She shares her conflicted feelings about Adam, a man who caused her pain but is also Connor's father. Chelsea worries about whether getting close to Adam again is the right decision, especially since she has worked so hard to rebuild her life after the trauma of her past. Victoria, in some ways, understands Chelsea's situation. As a mother, she recognizes the love and sacrifice Chelsea is willing to make for her son. Victoria also reminded Chelsea that, while Newman Ranch seemed like a solution, it was also an environment rife with family conflicts, where anyone could get caught up in the intrigues of power and affection. Chelsea knew that she had promised Adam that she would consider moving in with him at Newman Ranch, but that didn't mean she would follow through easily. A series of questions arose in Chelsea's mind. Would living with Adam really bring stability to Connor, or was it just an emotional trap that she would have trouble escaping? And more importantly, could she find peace living under the same roof with Adam, someone she still couldn't fully trust? This decision would affect not only Chelsea's life but also her relationship with Connor. Connor needed a safe environment to thrive, but Chelsea didn't want to trade her freedom and independence for that. If Chelsea decides to move to Newman Ranch, she will face unforeseen consequences. Adam, with his assertive and often manipulative nature, will likely try to control every aspect of Chelsea's life. And how will Connor be affected by living in an environment filled with conflict and tension between his parents? If Chelsea refuses, she will have to explain to Adam why, which could lead to even greater conflicts between the two. Not only that, Connor may feel hurt if he misunderstands that his mother does not want the family to be together. Chelsea's decision will shape the future of the Chadam family. If she chooses to move to Newman Ranch, it could be an opportunity to rebuild what was lost or destroy it all. The future remains uncertain, but one thing is certain: Adam Newman will stop at nothing to get what he wants, regardless of the consequences he may face. The Young and the Restless has no shortage of difficult and emotional situations, but the story of Chelsea, Adam, and Connor is especially compelling because it is not just about love or family, but also about finding the balance between responsibility and personal happiness. Chelsea is at a crossroads in her life, and any decision she makes could shape the future of the Chadam family. Whatever path she chooses, one thing is certain: Chelsea will continue to fight to protect her son, even if that requires her to confront past hurts and find strength in her present relationships. Genoa City will continue to be a stage for conflict, and reconciliation, and Chelsea Lawson will be one of the central characters in those stories. Viewers can only wait to see if she makes the right decision for herself and Connor, and if the Chadam family can overcome the challenges to find true happiness. Subscribe to Yonder to stay up to date with the latest news on our channel.